Welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, you're going to be learning how to sew this Ankara flare gown with a V neckline with lapel. It's very simple and it's very easy to do. So if this sounds like what you would like to learn and try out, join me and let's get started. So I am going to be using 3 yards of Ankara, which is African print, for this beautiful flare gown. So you can decide to use lesser or longer, it depends on what you're trying to achieve, but for this tutorial I am using 3 yards, which is perfect, and I'll be using this material for the lapel as well. It is doll face. You can use any material of your choice. So I folded my 3 yards into 4. You can see I folded it into 4 because we are going to be cutting the back and the front together as we go forward. It's very easy to do, just follow what I am doing. Make sure you align your fabric rightly, because if not, you're going to have issues after cutting. So we need our shoulder measurement. So I'm going to be placing the half of my shoulder measurement just like you see me do, which is 8 inches. So you place your shoulder measurement on your starting line. After that, you determine the length of your sleeve. So you determine how long or how short you want your sleeve to be. So I am using 10 inches, so I'm going to be coming down from the round sleeve by 1.5 inches. You can come down between 1 to 2 inches, depends on you. So I'm placing 3 inches for my neck width, and I'm connecting the shoulder slope to the apex of my neck line, just like you see me do. So now you need to determine how wide you want your round sleeve to be. You can make it wider or you can make it narrower. It depends on what you're trying to achieve, just like I always say. So I am using 10 inches for mine plus ½ inch of allowance, so that is 10.5. So now I am determining the length of my flare. I am using 41 inches because I don't want it to be too short, neither I want it to be too long, because I'm going to be wearing it to church, so I don't want it to be too short. So 41 is perfect. So after hemming the down part, I'm going to have 40, which is going to stay right on my knee. So it's not above my knee, it's not below my knee. If you want to have something very short, just take your own perfect measurement. Mine is 41 inches. So you're going to be extending where your sleeve is going to stop, and that is where we're going to be placing our measurement. So you're going to be placing the largest part of your measurement. For mine, it is hip measurement, so I'm placing quarter of it plus allowance. So it depends on how free you want it to be. I'm going to be adding 3 inches to the quarter of my hip circumference. I don't want it to be too wide, neither do I want it to be too fitted. So 3 inches is perfect for me plus the allowance. So now we need to determine the depth of our neckline. So just watch how I am placing it. For the back, I am going to be using 1 inch, and for the front I am going to be using 3 inches. So we're going to curve it just the same way we curve our neckline. So you curve the front and you curve the back. So now I'm just trying to connect the sleeve together. So now we want to achieve that flare effect at the bottom part of our outfit. So to achieve that, we are going to be placing our measurements as if we want to cut flare. So you see where I am placing the beginning of my tape measure at the apex of my neckline, and I'm going to take the measurement of the full length of my outfit round as if I am cutting a flare. So you can see the way I'm placing my tape measure. So you keep doing that you keep moving, measure. So from there I'm measuring my 41 inches all round. So if you do this, you're going to achieve that roundness of flay at the end of your outfit, just like you saw at the beginning of this video. So yeah, I'm just trying to connect it like so. So you do that and you connect it like so. It's very straightforward and easy to do. If you do not want yours to be as wide as this, you can reduce the width. I mean the width of your flay. So instead of using the whole width of your fabric, just like I did it to the end, you can measure how wide you want your flay to be. If you want it to be 26, 20, so you can just measure it. So that's where you're going to stop your measurement. So you can see I am just trying to connect it to the remaining part of the outfits, connecting it to the round sleeve, just like you see me do. So if you've watched this part and you are yet to smash the subscribe button, it is free. Just click on the subscribe button and put on the notification bell. So I'm trying to determine whether I want it to be as wide as this. I was trying to use 26 inches, just like I mentioned earlier. So I measured the 26 inches. Then after that, I measured the remaining part. I saw like it was remaining 4 inches. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to leave it like that. So it's better for it to be wide enough, and after sewing it, if I feel it's wide enough, I can always crop it out instead of just cutting it out at the beginning, and then I'll feel like I really do not like how wide it is and I cut it, and I've already cut it, so there's nothing I can do. So now we are just trying to cut it out. We are cutting only the back out first, because remember that we cut both the front and the back together. So I want to separate the back from the front. So I'm going to just follow the line that we've already chalked out. You can see that under 5 minutes you're done with this. It's very simple to do. So I'm just cutting it. I'll just follow the lines that we already marked out. So make sure you like and drop the comments below if you're confused about any part. So now I am done cutting. I am separating the back from the front so that I can work on the front. So you just arrange your fabric back so that we can work on the front. What I want to do is very simple. So I'm going to cut the neckline for the front just like you see me do. Make sure that your curve is curved. If you see any anomaly, just trim it out. It's at your own discretion. Just trim it out and you achieve a perfect curved neckline. If not, you're going to have what you do not like. So now we want to achieve our lapel. To do that, we need to create a slit, and I am using 6 inches for my slit. Remember that I already came down by 3 inches, so that means 9 inches. You can determine how deep you want it to be. If you want your cleavage to show, you can still come down a bit. If not at all, you can just use my own measurement, or you can still come up a bit. So now I want to cut out the facing, which is going to act as my lapel. I showed you this fabric at the beginning. This is doll face. You can use any fabric of your choice to achieve this. So we are going to be cutting it out as if we are cutting our facing, our normal facing. I told you that anybody can do this as long as you understand the basic rudiments of sewing. So you just cut your facing just like I am cutting. Just follow my hand. So you just cut it. Then I'm going to create the slit I created for the main outfit on my lapel. The length, make sure it is the same as your outfit. Then I'm going to come down by 4 inches after the slit, and I will just cut it like so. Then 4 inches as well. You can make yours wider or longer. Everything is dependent on you. You know, I don't like teaching in a rigid way. I like giving you freedom because you have to be creative, you understand? So I have cut out my facing for the front, and I'm going to show you how to sew it. It's just like how you sew your normal facing to your outfit. This is not going to be any different. So you place your fabric like so and your facing like so. Make sure the right side is facing the right side, and you just sew along the line and you flip it over to the back. That is very simple, just like your normal facing. Then you can decide to use the same material for the back, or you can use the same material of the Ankara, or you can also decide to use bias tape to finish your neckline. So now I'm going to be using this same fabric for my sleeve. So I'm just trying to get the width of my sleeve here so that we know what I am cutting out, because I do not want just the lapel to have this color. So I want the sleeve also to pop out. You know, it's going to give it a bit popping if the neck and the sleeve are of the same material. So you can decide not to do this. Everything is dependent on you, but I just want it to pop out. So I'm just cutting for the left and right sleeve. So on fold, I have 4.5 inches on fold, because I'm cutting for the front and back. Then I'm going to just separate it. You can make yours bigger or you can make it smaller, depending on the fabric you have or what you desire. So this 4.5, I'm going to fold it into 2 like this, and I'm going to attach to each sleeve. Like I said, this is optional. So now I'm cutting the facing for the back, and I'll decide to just use the same Ankara print as the main outfit. I'm going to be attaching an invisible pocket to this. I'm using 12 inches by 8 inches, and this is on fold. So I have 4 layers, so it's on fold. So now I have gone ahead to attach my lapel, my facing for the front and the back, and I've also joined the shoulders together as you see me do. So you go ahead and you give it a very good pressing. It's very important. I've also attached the sleeve. You can see what I did. So it's going to give you more popping. Just watch it. So now for the lapel, to achieve this, make sure you iron. So after achieving that, you just flip it like this. See, it is very easy. It's not rocket science. Then you give it a good press, and you've achieved your lapel like that. Make sure you notch the curved edges so that it can come out well, the sharp V part of your neckline. So now there are 2 ways in which you can attach your invisible pocket. So I'm going to be showing you the 2 methods. So for my pocket, I like to start my pocket from 1 inch below my waistline. So you can do this, you can achieve this 1 to 2 inches below your waistline, so that your pocket can sit perfectly. After getting where it's going to be, you just mark it out, just like you see me do. If you're using, so 1 inch, I usually use 1 inch below my waistline, 1 to 1.5. So you can use 1 to 2 inches. So you determine that. Then you determine your sleeve opening. I use 7 inches. It is wide enough to accommodate the palm of an adult. So you stitch from that place to where your pocket is starting, and you leave it and you leave that place for your pocket opening, and you stitch the remaining parts. Then after that, you attach your pocket to it. So that is the first method. So now for the second method, you need to flip your outfit to the wrong side, just like you see me do, and you make sure that you lay everything perfectly flat and they align. That alignment is very important, so that one part of your pocket is not going to be lower than the other. So you mark where you want it to be, 1 inch to 2 inches below your waistline. Then you determine your sleeve opening, just like we did for the first method. I am using 7 inches. It is perfectly okay for an adult and to pass through. So after you notch it, the beginning of your pocket and the end of your pocket, it is important that you do this, so that when you're attaching your pocket, you know that you are doing the right thing and it is perfectly aligned. It's very important for you to notch it. It's going to make your life easier. Not that when you want to join the pocket, that's when you start measuring where your pocket is starting or where it's going to end on your machine. So for the pocket, you measure where you measure your pocket opening. Remember that we're using 7 inches and our pocket is on fold. We're using 12 inches by 8 inches. I am using 7 inches, so you measure 7 inches plus half inch, because we need half inch from the beginning of our pocket so that we can seal up the pockets. So you start your pocket attachment half inch below the beginning. So now just watch what I am doing. You remember that I've already notched where my 7 inches is. We are going to be placing right side to right side, like the right side of your fabric to the right side of your pocket. Then you align where you notched the end of your pocket to where it's going to be on your outfit. Just watch what I am doing. Then the beginning, remember we came down half inch on the main pocket, so you also align that to where you notched on your outfit and you pin it like so. That is where you're going to be attaching together. You go ahead and you do the same thing for the other side. Remember, you're attaching the front and the back for the right side, the front and the back for the left side. So just watch what I am doing. Use your pins to hold this down. It's going to make your life easier when you get on the sewing machine. So make sure your notches are perfectly aligned. So these are the two parts that you're going to be sewing to the your main fabric. Then you sew along the lines. You can see, just sew along the line. So where you pin, that is where you're going to be attaching together. Don't attach the front and the back together, because if you seal up your pockets, there is nowhere you want to put your hand. Okay, so you just sew along where you put your pin, and the part you're supposed to sew to the front and the back, you attach it together. So after attaching and following the line like so, you've already achieved. So now I'm going to do the other parts as well. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the sewing machine and attach everything together, and I'm going to hem it down and give it a good pressing and show you the final result. Ta-da! This is the final result. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you try this out. If you're going to be trying, put it in the comment section. Thank you. Like, share and subscribe. If you're confused, put it in the comment section. See you in my next tutorial. Thank you so much for staying till the end. Bye.